So let's go. Episode 2, Adjust Silver Park. As the sun shines brightly down on another Monday morning in the urban republic, citizens begin their day anew, going to work, or in our case, school, with vigour and determination. Unknown to all on this morning, plans were being put into place to throw the natural order in the world into a new form. We see this now, in a much darker, shadowy place. In a dimly lit room, surrounded by velvet curtains, stands the fifth occupant, Dylan Takahashi, the criminal who just the previous night stole the priceless relic known as the Shogun's Crown, a magical item with untold potential, most famous for being able to enhance the wearer's epithet abilities. Dylan nervously handles the relic. His normally smug and assured facade is absent here. He appears bashful and uncertain, shifting weight from foot to foot as he stands. After a few moments, a figure emerges from the curtains. It's too dark to see them, but Dylan's sharpened senses flash with recognition. The boss! Master, he says, I did as you asked and retrieved the Shogun's Crown. I went through multiple trials and fierce rounds of combat against the most formidable opponents and came out victorious with this incredible relic, all for the glory of our organisation. Here, Master. Dylan scurries forward and lays the crown at the feet of the shadowy figure. The boss eyes the crown with nonchalance. An item that's said to seethe with untold power. A glow appears around the boss. This individual clearly contains power that outmatches the priceless relic several times over. A growl emerges from the figure. You did achieve this, yes. However, you disobeyed my direct orders. We had been operating in secrecy for years. Thanks to the intelligence of the first occupant, we were able to make scientific advances that far outmatch the power of this mere trinket. The boss hisses and kicks the crown aside. All away from the prying eyes of the world. And thanks to the raw strength of the second occupant, we were able to take care of any nosy individuals who did come sniffing. And now that's all over. Years of effort, Dylan. Years of effort, all thrown away. I asked you to operate in secrecy, and you not only reveal the existence of our organisation, but the whereabouts of our third occupant. Dylan looks flushed and pale. But, Master, I thought the crown, I did as you asked. Dylan, you misunderstand. You did well. There was a reason I chose you for that task. My fifth occupant. You may not be the most intelligent like our first occupant, or the most powerful like our second, but your instincts are unmatched. As is, well, your lust for recognition and respect. I knew you, of all people, would know the right moment to begin the next phase of our operation. And it was never about the crown or the competition. Soon the world will know of us, and fear. Look upon it now. This world is ours to change. Suddenly, the red curtains fly aside, and long glass panes line the chamber. On the other side, the vast expanse of space. Various metallic shapes spin lazily in the expanse, clustered above the planet. And craft move between them all, and the planet below. The morning light captured, reflecting off the sprawling urban republic below. This stage is necessary in creating the Superlative Lexis, and once we've done it, Dylan, the all-powerful epithet, you will be revered. So go, and always trust your instincts. Dylan looks reinvigorated by the promise of renown. But of course, but what about the third occupant? I thought Oh, don't worry about them. This is exactly the kind of situation that our third occupant handles most excellently. This scene changes, and we see the planet continue its slow rotation, as we shift to somewhere much closer to home. A small hidden LED screen flashes to life in a secret hidden compartment on a secret hidden in-disguise device around the wrist of a teenage girl. Having been instructed to remain on standby, she has been expecting this contact. Ducking into an empty room nearby, and she flips up the concealed screen, revealing the following scene. We see a spacious office with furnishings picked as if by scattershot. Behind the glass screen walls of the office, we see rows of cubicles with uniformed professionals dashing back and forth frantically, carrying teetering piles of paper. The girl had seen this place before, but never this busy. Clearly, recent events had whipped the Urban Republic Police Department into a tizzy. In the centre of the shot sits the grizzled visage of Chief of Police Rosa Bustup, sat on the edge of his desk as always, leaning forwards, threatening to fall off, in the same fashion as the various files and documents he accidentally spills from the table in this act. Chief Bustup begins to bluster, spittle landing on the camera lens. "Come in, officer! We have your urgent assignment! As you know, yesterday a dangerous and powerful criminal organisation known as X-Ray Occupation revealed themselves to the world, threatening the safety of our society with the creation of a so-called ultimate epithet. Naturally, here at the Urban Republic Police and Intelligence Headquarters, we can't allow the creation of such a potentially calamitous weapon. Our next step is to gather as much information as possible and apprehend any individuals associated with the group. That's where you come in. The lowest ranking member of X-Ray Occupation's officer ranks, the 5th occupant Dylan Takahashi, let slip that another occupant rank criminal is located in Silver Park High School. Thanks to the foresight of this department, we have an unprecedented opportunity since we have you, an undercover operative, located there already. We need you to investigate the high school, identify the occupant, and lead them to a secure location where the department can assist you in bringing them into custody for an interrogation. So basically, find out who it is, lure them to our decided location, and we'll bring them into custody. It's imperative that you do not let the word get out that there is a criminal within the school, or that you are looking for them, or else they may flee, and we will miss our chance. Investigate the suspects and subtly interrogate them. Without allowing them to realise the true nature of your actions, we have done the best to restrict the flow of information from Mr. Takahashi's announcement, but it cannot last forever. We need you to decide who the enemy is by the end of the school day, and lure them to the school canteen without alerting them to the investigation, where they will be confronted. To assist you in this task, we needed individuals who are certain could not be occupants themselves. And since anyone at Silver Park is suspect, we burned down a nearby school to supply you with some transfer students who will help you to deduce and keep you safe during the investigation should things go wrong. It would be wise for you to find a trustworthy person familiar with the school as well. Perhaps someone who's been there for many years. Just make sure they're not a member of X-Ray Occupation themselves first. Once you've assembled this group, tell them as much as you deem necessary. The more informed they are, the more helpful or less of a hindrance they might be. And, Ashley, do try to get along with the new kids, won't you? Don't let all our property damage be for naught. Should this all go well, we might be able to offer you a more comfortable position in the department. Do ensure any allies you enlist that we are willing to compensate them too. We have a contact within the school who has done some vigilante investigations and has assured us that he has valuable information about the suspects. This contact should approach you soon after this message. That should be your first priority, so keep vigilant. We are very busy with this new case, so only call back if necessary. This begins the start of your most important mission. With this, you can inspect the entire world and make improvements to your school. Your mission is this: adjust Silver Park. Bus stop out. Unmute.
Drop the mic.
Hey.
It's happening, boys.